Okay, let's get started. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming to my presentation. Just to get started, I hope you have pen and paper ready because I'm showing you the slideshow, which has a lot of finished projects. So I have all the information, most of them, on screen on the right side. So if you like to know the pattern or colorway of my yarn, it's on the screen. So make sure you have a pen and paper so you can write it down. So if you like, I love to know where you're watching from. So if you could just put in the chat where you're watching from, that would be really nice. I am talking to you today from Richmond, British Columbia, Canada, which is right next to Vancouver in Canada. If you ever been to Canada or Vancouver before, and if you flew in, Richmond is where the Vancouver International Airport is. So you've been to Richmond before. Ooh, Minneapolis. I never been to Minneapolis. I love to go there one day.
Visit.
Yes, come. Yeah, I like to visit. And North Idaho. I never been to state of Idaho before. That's something I should be. The place I should visit. It's 60 miles from Canada. That's not too far. And Los Angeles. I've been to Los Angeles before. And of course, I went to Disneyland a couple of times. That's what I was. Okay, so let's get started because I only have 30 minutes. I tend to chat too much. Okay, so this is me, Yoriko Oki. My Instagram account is yoriko.oki, yoriko.oki. And if you could just give me follow, that would be great. And I am a weaver, dyer, and knitter. I like to think it in that order, but it seems like dyer is kind of going to the top of my life these days. I started dyeing yarn about 20 years ago when I started learning how to weave. If you remember 20 years ago, we didn't have any online shop. Amazon was only selling books back then. There was no Facebook yet. So we changed quite a bit in 20 years. And the same with yarn, like back in 20 years ago, especially for weavers, there was only limited kinds of yarn available. Most of them came only in white, no colors. So to bring in more colors into my work, we had to learn how to dye yarn. That's how I got started. So what you see is my work. Left top corner is myself wearing the same lab knot sweater I'm wearing today. And I like combining hand dye technique and weaving in my work. Although I do a lot of knitting at night too. So that's me. And I am just so excited today because I literally just opened my website. And I've been selling on Etsy for 5.5 years. Recently, I kind of started a little frustrated because there's a lot of restrictions on Etsy I cannot do. One thing I cannot do is I cannot contact my customers directly. Etsy doesn't like that. So I just decided I like to support my customers better. So I just opened this website this morning, and you will be the first customers to visit my site. So that's www.yorikooki.com. And if you buy more than $40, $50 Canadian, that's like 2 skeins of yarn, you get free shipping. So please take advantage of that. And yeah, so it's brand new website. This is the logo I designed. Oh, I didn't design it. My graphic designer slash my dear friend Chelsea Fitch designed for me. The graphic in the logo is my family seal or family crest, whichever you want to call it. It's a very common thing in Japan. Every family has one. It's usually passed down by male lineage. But what I like about this is this family crest actually came from my grandmother's family. I don't know how common that practice is. I never heard from anybody else before, but when my grandmother, who I never met, married to my grandpa, she decided to keep her family crest from her, original family with her. So that's passed down generations as a female lineage in my family. So I actually like that fact. As you may know, Japan is a very male-oriented society, but I like we female women has a lot of powers in a way too. And I never met my grandma, so I just decided to use this to, I don't know, give her some kind of admiration. That's my admiration for the women of her generation. So this is the brand new thing on my website. I just came back from first in-person show in year and a half, which was Knit City. That's a big, thank you, Candy. That's a big, one of the biggest shows in my area. There are two of them, one in spring, one in fall. We just did the first in-person show in year and a half. So for this show, I dyed a lot of semi-solid and tonal fingering weight yarn because I've been teaching color theory class. Oh, by the way, if you come into Stitches West next year, I'll be teaching 3 color classes, one for knitters and crocheters, one for dyers, and one for weavers. So you may want to check that out. So because I've been teaching this color theory class, I felt the need that I should offer better range of colors, not in terms of color wheel, but more in terms of values like lightness and darkness so that you can have a successful project. So I dyed a bunch of semi-solid and tonals, and these are just a few of them. I have one more slide. I think I have about 25 colors in the fingering weight. So if you're looking for some colors in the fingering weight yarn, you may want to check that out. Okay, so another thing I like to tell you today is I am doing advent calendar this year, and the pre-order closes at the end of this month, and then so that I can ship them and you get them before December. So it's a 12 mini skein set, but for each box of 12, I will include some kind of goodies or gifts from me. So if you decide, you can just open one box every second day and you see the yarn right away. And then maybe you can open the gifts on the next day if you like to. Or you can just open them in one day. If that's your style, that's okay too. Okay, so the advent calendar is available on my website, and the pre-order closes at the end of this month. So please check that out. Okay, let's talk about my actual yarn collections. I like designing yarn in collections. It may be from my background as a fashion design school graduate. I actually did a lot of things in the past. I was an architect in Japan. I came to Canada to study architecture, but couldn't find a job as architect. So I went to fashion design school, Then I found out what I love is the textile, not the fashion as well. I like fashion, but not in terms of the fast fashion. It's more like slow fashion. But when I realized like there was no term like slow fashion back then, everything was just go, 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 and throw away everything. And as textile artists, we really don't like that, right? So anyways, I am derailing from my story again. So I tend to design collections for my variegated colors so that whenever you're looking for colors to go with, if you choose any two colors from one collection, it's pretty much guaranteed that they will go together because they have a common factors. Okay, so this is the Galaxy collection, and this is the first yarn I designed. This was probably about 4 years ago, I think. And the name is And the Winner Is, but it used to have a different name. It was called City Nights. And the idea is this, like, the navy night sky, and there's lots of colors as a neon color, so City Nights. But I changed the name to And the Winner Is because of the following story. So when I reached, actually my shared studio Instagram account reached to 500 followers, I decided to do a giveaway. Like a lot of businesses do give away at the 500 followers. So I chose this year as my prize. But I was really, really nervous because I was worried, like, what if nobody wants my yarn? Okay, I start a giveaway, but if nobody enters, that would be really sad, right? So I was really nervous, but hit that share button. Then, to my surprise, just entries came in one after another. And by the time I finished the contest in 5 days, I had over 1,000 entries. That was just amazing because I only had 500 followers. So that was a wow moment. I feel like I was accepted to the community in a way. So I decided to change the name of this colorway to And the Winner Is, to remember that excitement. So this is how And the Winner Is knits up. It has a navy background with speckle of colors throughout. But with even with the navy background portion, you see like shifts of colors. Some portions are a bit more greenish or maybe purplish and so on. So it's very fun yarn to knit with. Okay, so but whenever I show this picture, I got lots of comments that said, oh, that looks like a galaxy. Because I got so many same comments, I decided to expand this colorway into a galaxy collection. And this is how this galaxy collection was born. Okay, so let me show you the rest of the colorways in the collection. And this is the Big Bang. And I would say this is the starting point of this collection, because every other colorways in this collection start with this color, and then they go through one more dye bath to get to the different colorways. So this is the Big Bang. And one day I decided to make Find Your Fate Shawl by Andrea Mori. So on the right side, that's how the Big Bang knits up. It's melting into Blue Galaxy, which is the next slide. So that's Blue Galaxy. And on Blue Galaxy, same thing, royal blue background with lots of colorful colors. But because the royal blue is lighter than navy, you actually see more of the color shifts in the background portion. This is knitted by my friend Sarah, and the baby's name is Penny, and she's a toddler now. Like, I'm sure she's probably close to kindergarten. It's just amazing how quickly kids grow up. So that's Blue Galaxy. And there is Supernova. Supernova is always kind of top 3 of sellers in my shop. People really love this colorful yarn. And this is how Supernova crochet up. This is done by Laura. Yeah, I love this sweater. She does beautiful work. Like if you crochet, you should check her out on Instagram. Her name is lost_boys_crochet. And then this is how Supernova knits up, but there's a twist. This one is knitted by Rachel, and what she did is she paired the Supernova with black fine mohair yarn. And what she effectively did is she toned down, let me show you the skein again, toned down this really colorful yarn. Although we can still see all the colors with Supernova, but it's not really, really bright and in a way a bit of too much for some people. So I think she did great job like toning down this Supernova yarn. This is called optical blending, and this is one of the things I talk about in my color theory class. So I thought I'll show you this slide because this is kind of neat trick everybody could use. I'm pretty sure you have a skein or 2 of yarn in your stash, which you really like the feel of it, but the color is not quite right. Sound familiar? You may wish like, I wish it was a little bluer, or I don't know, a bit more red or a little bit pink. Whatever it is, you can pair with the kip mohair yarn to shift the colors to your liking. So there's like kip mohair, those fine kip mohair yarn is like really popular and lots of people are dyeing them. So that's something you could try. Right. And then I have a green universe on Donegal and Tarantula Nebula. That's brown background. And then finally I have, Andromeda, which has a black, sometimes like dark gray in some places, background with speckle of colors. This is my friend Keith. He designed and knitted this shawl with 2 skeins of Andromeda. Unfortunately, it's his original design and he hasn't published yet. I keep bugging him. I actually saw him this weekend, last weekend. And I asked him like, so when are you going to write this pattern? And he just like, grabbed his notebook from his bag and like, I written it here. It was his handwritten note and I couldn't even read. So we may have to wait a little bit longer for that. But he's a busy guy. He works in the film industry and he's just working like weird hours all the time. So that's Andromeda. As you see, there's a black background and then lots of speckle of colors. When the yarn is really colorful, I like having this background so that there's a space your eyes can rest. So that's Galaxy collection. And as I showed you earlier, I made a Find Your Fate shawl. So that's how it ended up. I love this. I get lots of compliment. I like the size of it. I wear a lot in winter. And if you like to wear shawl twin with me, this Galaxy collection is available as a full skein set of 7 skeins or 7 mini skein set, or you can buy individual colors, and they are all available in my shop. Okay, so as I told you earlier, I am a weaver. So whenever I design a colorway, I really want to weave it, although I really cannot weave everything, but I wish. So one day I decided I make a series of shawls with Galaxy Collection. I wonder if there's any weavers there in the audience. If you're a weaver, just let me know by saying yes in the chat. So I just put all the colorways from this collection. I didn't even think about it. They're just stripes. They're not even blended at the order, at the border. Oh, did it does. Oh, great. They're two weavers. It's very rare, actually. I usually don't see weavers. But anyway, so this is all the Galaxy Collection yarn. And I ended up weaving these 3 shawls. And as if you're a weaver, you know, we do the optical blending all the time because we cross in the warp yarn and weft yarn. And we often use different colors and we have so much fun. So just in case you're interested, I use purple color lace weight yarn from Jacquard Spun on this one. And I use black on this shawl at the bottom. And I use navy for the top right one. So 3 different shawls from one warp. That was so much fun. Okay, so let me repeat this one again. I have a brand new website. It's yorikooki.com. And if you buy more than $50 Canadian, which is 2 skeins of yarn, basically, and you get free shipping. So please visit my website. It's yorikooki.com. Okay, let's keep going. So all the Galaxy Collection yarn I designed on Donegal, the Tweedy yarn. And I do have a different, the same colorways on different bases now, but still the Donegal yarn is the main base for this collection. So I like to show you couple more Donegal yarn. Okay, one is the Crimson Blues. And I love this color. This is one of my favorite. And one year, my friend, Caroline Dick, kindly agreed to design one skein shawl for me. So this one is called Yoriko shawl. And if you just want to buy the pattern, it is available on Ravelry. And this is the carrying on the light side. And we took this 2 years ago. Like I aged so much in 2 years. Yeah, that's a pre-pandemic photo. That's the last time I saw her. I really miss her. We all have, right? So that's the shawl. It's basically crescent shape garter stitch shawl. It's very relaxing knit. You can just keep going as you go. And right about the middle, she's throwing just one row of lace so that you don't get bored too much. And then when you get to the border, you get to do this really fun lace. I will not tell you how to make this because I want you to find out. So that's one more shot. And I like to give credit to Caitlin French as a model and Sylvia McFadden as a photographer. And as you may know, Caitlin and Sylvia themselves are really good knitting pattern designers. And another thing is very popular on Donegal is this one, Whale's Tail. It's a mixture of brown and navy. It's like a little muted colors and knits up beautifully. My customers like them because it could be elegant, but you could wear them with jeans as well. It's very versatile colorways. And this pattern, I didn't put the name on because it is written in Japanese and only available in the Japanese printed books. So like, I don't think you can get it in North America. But if you have any crescent shaped shawl, you should be able to get the very similar effect. So that's whale's tail on Donegal yarn. Okay, I just want to go quickly show you one more collection today. That's the Earth Day collection I released this spring. And if you're looking for fade project colorways, this 5 skein will go perfectly. And again, you can choose any 2 colors from this collection and they will go really well. So I have new beginnings on Donegal. This is kind of idea like all the tree shooting up the new growth in the spring. And sometimes looks like it's like a green and bluish mist in the air. So that's my inspiration. And then I have a weeping willow. Weeping willow has very special space in Japanese people's heart. So this is kind of my Japanese content. We use it a lot physically, and we saw like, it appears a lot in our poems, novels, and so on. So this is Weeping Willow. And then I have a tidal pond. Mother Earth. This is the colorway I designed first for this collection. I really, really like it. And then I have a deep sea. And deep sea, this one, and the new beginnings I showed you earlier, they are more like tonal colorways. So you can use it, you can use them for project that needs a good stitch definitions like lace and cables. You won't lose the knitted pattern because of the colors. Okay, so that's Earth Day collection. Okay, what's this? And I have a one kind of spin-off colorway. At one point, I decided to keep the Earth Day collection just blue and green, but of course, I thought like I could put more colors in. So I added a little bit red and a bit orange speckles here to make spring meadow. So that's a kind of spin-off from our state collection. Okay, so just a couple more minutes left. And because our state collection is a really new collection, I don't have a lot of finished project, but I show you one thing, which is this one. It's a crochet, but you can always see how colors will progress if you use them together. Okay, and this pattern is a staycation cowl from Amanda Kafka. This uses exactly one of a mini skein set for Earth Day collection, and I love the way how color works. So if you crochet, or like, I think she has a knitted version of this too. It came out after this one. So if you're interested, please check it out. And also I show you a couple of things. This is the Yoriko shawl I showed on the slide. Oh, it's upside down. And Donegal yarn is a really soft yarn. I really like how it drapes. It's really nice. And then again, this is the Find Your Fate shawl with full Galaxy collection yarn. Okay, so anyways, it's 9 o'clock. My time is up. Thank you so much for coming. And I have another presentation tomorrow, starting right at now, like 9 o'clock my time. I have a different contents for tomorrow's show. So if you're interested in today's work, please come back tomorrow too. So I hope to see you tomorrow. And again, my shop is yorikooki.com. And I hope you enjoy the show. There's so many nice vendors and classes going on. So, okay, have a good day. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Candy. Thank you, Natasha. How do I say your name? Oh, she's gone. Okay, bye.